Alright, it's the day for making pizzas, and you can start as close to the cooking you like to do balls and sauces, but I like preparing them earlier so I can enjoy the moment later. So today we're gonna cook pizza. It's 11 o'clock. We're preparing for dinner, and today we're gonna show how to prepare the mozzarella, tomato sauce, and pizza balls. So let's get to it. So the mozzarella has a lot of water inside, so we just need to cut it into uh, pieces so the water can evaporate, and a little bit, so otherwise it will make the dough juicy and sticky, mushy. So if it's dry, it just melts better. And I'm gonna put it in the fridge now. And the second one is the tomato sauce. So that diced tomatoes I often buy from the Italian shop, but today it's just pumps. Diced don't have the outer skin, so it's easier. So what we're gonna do now is drain the water. And today we have friends coming, so we're gonna make 2 batches. So for 2 families, so you can just use 1 can and just squeeze it a bit like this for the water to be able to come up, and we'll come back to this in a minute. And now for the pizza balls. So we got the dough in the fridge for 1.5 days now, 1.5 days. So that's how it looks like, and we're gonna open it for first time. We're gonna smell. Nice and sour smell. So it has fermented, the yeast has consumed all the sugars, and it has actually transformed the sugars to another type of sugar. So I used the dough scraper to take it out, to loosen it a bit, and because we put olive oil, it's gonna slide. And that was the part we do that doesn't stick, and it's still good to touch, and this is the sticky part. So we're gonna quickly what I'm gonna do is just for speed to create a new ball. If it's sticky, use some olive oil, and it's important to make a non-stick part, so you can use it later for your balls to become a non-stick too, because you can stretch that outer membrane. So I do 4 large pizzas or 5 small pizzas with this batch, and here is the 4. I don't measure it anymore, so that's the sticky part, that's the non-sticky. So what we do is we take the sticky part out. We wanna stretch it and put some olive oil on your hands on top of the bowl. And now when I pull that part that's not sticky, it just goes around the bowl, and all the stickiness, like this one, goes inside. So I just push it with my finger inside, and then when it looks a bit like a ball, you can put it on the kitchen counter and start pulling it just to close. So why we do that is for 2 reasons. So that's how it looks underneath, that's how it looks on top. So you can see all these balloons now starting to be contained by the membrane, and the ball will lift up a little bit, not just sideways. So we just build that for structure, and and later on when we take it out and want to use it, it wouldn't stick that much. And again, you can use this kind of container to hold your balls, because I want to put them in the fridge now for later today. But You can also just put them on the kitchen counter or even on a wooden surface because it's not that cold, and cover them with something. Or I prepared these ones to show you. In here you can put 2 balls and put a foil on top, and on this one you can put 3 balls, so 1, 2, 3, like a chase pattern, because they double up in size and take space. So this is the bowl now ready. It's nice and smooth. I'll just close it, like pulling it a couple of times, and I put it on the olive oil surface, and I'll put 6, 7, 8 balls today for 2 families. The mozzarella will dry, and now we go to the tomatoes. So with the tomato sauce, you can prepare it in advance too, so you don't stress later, and it kind of quickly and it mixes the ingredients and flavor. So I've prepared this big bowl here. So it's not drained yet, but I'll just show what I do, like assuming it's drained. So we put all the tomatoes, we put some basil, you cut it with hands like this, just 1 or 2 leaves for the sauce, and a lot of salt. So that's my salt, like we Bulgarians say salt to taste, but this sauce takes a lot of salt, and some olive oil. So imagine that's the whole dose, and you sprinkle like for 1 can, 1 leaf or 2 leaves basil, a little salt, and 1 tablespoon of olive oil for a can, and then you crush it with your hands. See, that's a big piece, so you just crush it like this with your hands. So if you use the chopper, it will become just a puree, but when you crush it with hands, it still has these big pieces that you can recognize were tomatoes. And that's it. The sauce goes in the fridge also. I'll have the mozzarella, the balls will be ready. So at dinner time, when it's time to cook, I'll show you how to take the balls and arrange and stretch it and arrange. Cheers.